we'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers facing the Golden State Warriors. This is NBA basketball right here on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, plus reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Now here's Butler. Stolen by Ball. Podziemski grabs the board. A top-flight offense in Cleveland. Doris, what makes them so formidable?
Well, generally speaking, if you are great at multiple things. They have elite shot creation in the backcourt. They have size and finishing ability up front. They can hurt you at all three levels of offensive opportunity. And boy, their three-point range is deep, BA.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. They'll be up against Donovan Mitchell tonight, and Coach is well aware of the challenges that he presents. He said Donovan's so good at changing speeds, it's hard to know when to send help. I'd rather be overly cautious in that regard, because if no help comes, then all of a sudden Mitchell is in his groove. Makes sense to me. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. Outside Butler. Shot clock at 6. Curry, no good. On the wing, Mitchell. It's tipped. Ball with a steal. Mitchell with the ball. Now guarded by Butler. Kept alive. Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, so often we're talking about Jarrett Allen's length, and he does it nicely on the offensive glass right there.
Back to Curry. Three-pointer. The Cavaliers pull it in. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Hunter. Off target from outside.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And here is Green. Lets it go. Butler with the bucket. Butler's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Boy, zero hesitation from Butler. He takes the pass and fires immediately. Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Since entering the league, Doris, Evan Mobley has been a defensive stalwart.
BA, Evan is the ultimate chess piece for a head coach. He's cross-positional, meaning he can basically guard 1 through 5. Elite at rim protection. If he gets cross-matched on a switch on the perimeter, he can get down in a stance and stay in front of a guard. What can't he do on the defensive end?
Pass to Podziemski. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Ball no good. The Warriors lead by 3. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
Now here's Curry. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
You see the instincts of Curry on the interior. Defenders might be lurking. This guy too good.
Here's Mitchell. And that one drops for him.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Outside Podziemski. Back to Curry. Pass to Green. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Boy, how hard is Draymond Green to handle in the pick and roll? And it doesn't matter whether he's the guy handling the basketball or in this instance, he's the guy rolling to the rim. Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
And here's Curry for 3. The rebound by Donovan Mitchell. Cavaliers trail by 3. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And they'll get another chance. On the wing, Mitchell. Clock at 6. Goes back up. They shoot again. And Allen puts it in.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Warriors on top, leading by 1. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Yeah, when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Simply stated, Jimmy Butler is a winner and a game changer. This guy will compete on both ends of the floor, gives you everything he has.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have left, Grant?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long time, but what separates him from the pack is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little.
Pass to Hield. Now here's Jackson Davis. Outside Hield. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. And it's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line.
The ease with which the game comes to Evan Mobley. My goodness, it's fun watching this guy play above the rim.
Ooh, Kuminga, so deadly at the rim.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Here's Garland with the drive. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
First team foul.
And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Grant.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards and defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
Here's Curry. And rejected.
And this is what Nance Jr. is capable of. Send it back.
Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Outside for Butler. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now here's Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Curry creates inside.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the three ball.
Outside Strus. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
Max Strus shot ready off the catch. Pretty.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Coach Kenny Atkinson hit the ground running last year with the Cavaliers. He said Donovan Mitchell gave him the blueprint, adding, "Mitchell told me our next step is empowering Evan, and me and Darius Garland can be great together, so there's no reason we can't be." So a lot of it came from him. He had a grip on where his team needed to go. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. Strus has got 6 in the quarter.
As a passer, Ball has great fundamentals. His timing and accuracy are right on the money.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And Cleveland making a change here. 1:49 left to play in the first half. Outside Curry. Pass to Moody. Here's Kuminga. Mobley grabs the board.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
A top 3 pick in a loaded 2021 draft, Evan Mobley continues to get better, as scouts predicted he would.
I don't think there is a ceiling on Evan Mobley, BA, because on the offensive end, as good as he is and as much progress as he's made, there's more to come. That belief in his three-point ability is only going to continue to grow with repetition. We know his work habits are exceptional. His off-the-bounce game will develop. His low-post game will develop. Like good night and good luck defense. Well, don't underestimate Curry because of his size. This guy does a great job absorbing contact and still finishing.
And Ball gets it to go.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
And I like the mix of power and agility Ball uses inside. One way or another, he's going to get a shot.
Counted from distance. 12 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Back to Ball. Outside Strus. Lets it go from deep. Sinks it from distance. Strus has got 9. Max Strus getting it done for the Cavaliers. Hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Cleveland leading by 11. Now Mitchell. Mitchell down low.
This is exactly where Donovan Mitchell wants to be. This guy knows how to finish strong inside.
Got it.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And Mitchell with the slam.
I'll tell you, Donovan Mitchell in transition, bearing down on a defender is not pretty.
And with an undersized backcourt and a towering front court, some had suggested the Cavs needed roster moves to balance things out a little, Grant.
Well, Mobley's growth as a shooter has quieted those concerns up front. But until they prove their mettle in the playoffs, there will be some questions.
Warriors trail by 17. Pass to Butler. Here's Curry. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Curry's got 16 points.
But you want to step him off the line, that's no problem. Steph, an efficient move into the mid-range jump shot.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
And so it's Golden State with it. 17-point game. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Green, a screen. 6 to shoot. The drive by Butler.
That's about reach, folks. The length, the athleticism, the timing of Evan Mobley.
Here's Podziemski. 3 on the clock. And there's another one for the Warriors. Mitchell with the ball. Now guarded by Moody. To the inside. Hunter. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Hunter's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Donovan Mitchell on time and on target. Pretty pass.
Outside Moody. With his first shot attempt. And that's good for 2. Moody's got his first basket.
This guy can really make it happen from the mid-range.
Pass to Mobley. Here's Mitchell. The Warriors pull it in.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And here's Butler. On the wing, Curry. Outside for Butler. Here's Moody. Oh, here's Moody with a drive. And the layup falls.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
And Allen gets it to go.
And Allen is a problem from right there. This guy's so good at using his body and his touch.
Here's Curry. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Curry's got 18 points in the game.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Mitchell misses. Warriors trail by 13. Green, a screen. The shot by Butler, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point. Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Here's Curry. Great D that time from Allen. The Cavaliers lead by 15. And here's Strus outside. Offensive rebound. Allen can't get it to go. And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. To the paint. Here's Butler. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. He has 7.
Well, you love any possession that ends in the paint, especially if the ball is in the hands of Jimmy Butler.
Here's Mitchell. No good from 11 feet. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. Back to the... Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Hield with the ball. Oh, rejected by Allen.
But Jared Allen, a rim protector at its finest. What a block.
Cleveland working the ball around now. Here's Mitchell. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. And the Cavaliers lead by 15. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
Down low. Mobley outside. Pass the ball. Warriors with the rebound.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line. Timeout. Boy, that's a bang-bang play on the inbounds pass. I like those quick hitters.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And Cleveland making a change here. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. And he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And here's Curry for 3. And the Warriors miss again. The Cavaliers lead by 15. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
On the wing, Curry fires from the wing. And he connects with a jumper. Curry's got 20.
Very difficult to keep the ball out of Stephen Curry's hands because of all his movement. He can shoot from anywhere, and right now the defense has no answer.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Kuminga outside. Fires the three. Cleared away by Mobley. The Cavaliers lead by 13. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul of the game. Mitchell fires. Can't hit it. And so Kuminga will bring it up for the Warriors. Puts up the tray. The putback. Goes again. Tipped. Here's Allen. Mitchell. Oh, he missed the jumper. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. It's money from deep.
If you look at the active three-point percentage list, Mr. Buddy Hield is near the top. This guy is the very definition of sharpshooter.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
5 on the clock. Curry. 19-footer is good.
Just smooth execution of the pick and roll. Curry has great understanding and a ton of success running this.
Strus can't get the three. Warriors trail by 10. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Butler. Oh, nice setup for the slam.
Whether he's improvising or whether he's running set plays, Steph Curry is an absolute force.
The Cavaliers lead by 8. Mitchell on the take. Oh, the stuff.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Cavaliers.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And of course, it helped spark their own offense.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Donovan Mitchell.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition, yet the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
Stephen Curry.
Well, a careless foul. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws.
That's an instance where you see the pressure Mitchell puts on a defense. He's aggressive and he's explosive. You've got to deal with both.
And it seems like the East is wide open, Doris. How do the Cavs capitalize with a deep run?
Well, I think they can start with continuity. They have a quality young core when you think about Evan Mobley, when you think about Darius Garland, when you think about Jared Allen. So I'm not arguing for complacency by any stretch of the imagination, but I do think there's a strong case for running it back and giving a talented offensive team with a double big lineup another opportunity. I think they're good enough.
And so the Cavaliers take the win. Exceptional effort on the road.